Hey everyone, welcome to Divine Intervention. I have decided, since we're waiting for the two mirrors to be removed, I've decided to do an introduction because I know there's many of you who've subscribed who don't know who I am, who don't know who we are, and just to get a little bit of something so that you guys can get to know us. So who are we? I awakened to this at a time in my life that I was in communication with my foster twin, and I was head over heels for her, blindly and toxically. At the same time, I was in an 8-year karmic soulmate relationship. It was also very traumatic for me. Still to this day, pretty much heartbreaking because of how it ended. Again, it's a toxic karmic relationship, but I have always incarnated with her every lifetime. So, again, we work as a team, and that's the life of a twin flame. Those who are in our life, whether it be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your aunt, uncle, grandpa, grandma, everybody, you incarnate with them if you choose to. And usually the main reason for incarnating with them, and you take them with you in every life, and I'm talking specifically about twin flames, is that when you take them with you, it's either because you made an agreement with that specific individual that in every incarnation you will learn from them and they will learn from you. The mistake has to be mended, meaning to say you cannot repeat the same mistake and same flaw in the next life, because if you do, then you have truly not learned your lesson in the previous. And then I will be talking about after death and things like that. But for the time being, this is just a little snippet of who I am as a twin flame. I am a divine feminine. I am in union with my twin, and it's 7:07 right now. And I take screenshots of the actual time that I'm being guided to screenshot it. Synchronicity. I know many of you who have been watching me for a very, very long time know that it's nearly impossible to do that, but oh well. It's just letting you guys know that, yeah, this is the time now, and I'm being called to look at it. As a divine feminine, in my lower self and having to go through maturity, it wasn't an easy road. When you're being stuck in an 8-year karmic relationship, it takes a real big toll on you, because it's like you're forced to really look within, and many of you are in that stage of looking within. What do you really want? How do you really want to live your life? What's truly meaningful to you, and what is your purpose and your meaning here, right? Because you want to have a meaningful life. At the same time, when you're going through that stage, there are energies that's conflicting. There are energies that you have to deal with. And one of those things is missing your twin. Because once we ascend, everything goes with it. So spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all of that is at sync. All of that is one. So when we start to mature, we take with us our higher self, the emotions that our higher self carries, which is who we truly are deep within, that we only awaken to when we meet our twin. Okay? Now, the issue with that is the running the chasing. And I dealt with that in my previous life, but my twin and I have been very successful, that every time we do cross path and every time we meet, we don't go through the running the chasing. Only twice in the many lifetimes that we've, incarnated, it only happened twice where we did go through the running the chasing. After ending my relationship with my 8-year karmic, I had a best friend that I met online, and that's none other than my divine masculine. It was a very deep connection. How we started, it was very innocent and very clean. I was not looking for another rebound. I wasn't looking for any rebound, because I'm not that type of person. I'm very independent. So those of you who don't know, I am a surgical assistant. I specialize in different kinds of specialties. I've helped many different, surgeons who specialize in different specialties. That includes GYN, urology, general laparoscopic, robotics, So that's me and my professional career. That's just letting you guys know that I'm not doing this for money, and I'm not doing this for popularity, and I'm not doing this because I really, really have to. No. I'm very well off, and it's 7-Eleven. So that's just to let you guys know my professional background. I really worked hard to where I am today. I have achieved, a high degree of education and, just to prosper in this life. But for somehow, it wasn't enough for me. And I wanted something meaningful. I wanted to experience something more deeper. It just wasn't satisfying me, the 8-year karmic relationship. I've been wanting to separate from that, before it even reached 8 years. And even that process was hard because you have to go through all these self battles of like, oh, should I do it or should I not? At the same time, I was learning more about myself, in the process, and that's every divine feminine's journey. We have to constantly battle each other, and I'm speaking about yourself. So every time you experience something in your life, you constantly are battling with yourself. And that's a lot of people what they don't understand, especially in the YouTube spiritual community. There are many people who are fake. There are many people who pretend that they're this, they're that, but they're not. And when you communicate, you're exchanging energy with that person. So it's very, very important to share a personal story so that you can get the vibe and you can get the energy from this video that I'm sharing to you right now. A little bit about me. I separated from my 8-year karmic at the moment in time that my divine masculine and I were best friends. I've been best friends for 2 years and we're in a relationship for 3 years. So on the 26th of September was actually our 4-year anniversary. 4? 5? I think it was 5. She keeps saying I'm adding the numbers, but really she's always saying that I'm adding years. That's not really there. But then you have to consider the many lifetimes that we've actually incarnated, So that's included in it, right? That's who we are. We're twin flames. I've awakened to before Earth was created. I and my twin were originally angels. We were just playing in heaven, just talking, being silly with each other, and then all of a sudden, one of our archangels, came to us, who we really look up to as a father. He's really like a dad. I'm not going to mention his name. But he came to us and, he said that we need to go with him. And we went there, and in front of our Almighty God, they wanted us to come down here on Earth to fulfill a mission, to help humanity's ascension. And throughout all this, I have awakened to it. So with that being said, that's why the channel is called Divine Intervention, because of the fact that, the divine has intervened in our life many times. And with that being said, it's for your purpose. It's for all of you who's here. Through this process, right, I'm waking up to this reality, and this truth that's been enclosed for so long, because that's what happens when once twin flames meet. There are energies that you can't control, and it's like a trigger. You get triggered. So once you're triggered, that that's your true twin, because you start to dream about them. You start to have these emotions. For example, you're feeling hungry out of nowhere, but you already ate. Or you're feeling fine, but then you're sick, when really you didn't do anything to get sick and you've been taking care of yourself. There are things you cannot control because of the fact that once you meet your twin, you're being triggered. And that's everything. That's emotionally, mentally, and physically. And people in the outside, outside of twin flame, outside of believing in spirituality or anything, they're not going to understand that. They're not going to understand the dynamic of it. They're not going to understand the things that we go through on a daily basis. And that's exactly why I made this channel, is so that you guys can see my progression as a divine feminine. Because a great teacher is someone who gives a good example. You don't just talk the talk, you walk it. And I have been constantly updating my YouTube channel so that you guys can see, personally what I go through, how I am at that moment in time. How do I deal with certain things at that moment in time? That's what this channel is about. So it's a learning process. At the same time, I am ascending with you. I'm ascending through every progression that every and each one of you are ascending with me, if that makes any sense. Because I am tied to all of you. And that's why I'm starting, and it's 717. So every content that I share in this channel, everything that I talk about is authentic. Truly, truly authentic and raw. You will not find it anywhere else. I don't go searching on YouTube, what topic should I talk about? I'm not like that. I don't find any use to that. And that's why you guys don't see me on my YouTube channel on a daily basis. I rarely update. Rarely. Is because I'm not doing this for fame, popularity, or to create a cult or what. No. This is plain education. For educational purposes. I am doing this for spiritual benefit. I am doing this because it is my mission as a divine feminine entrusted to me from the Almighty Divine who created us as twin flames. This is a responsibility that I am entangled in and that I have to fulfill. And because my twin and I were blessed to be in this relationship, and we're blessed to be twin flames, and to even be able to have the opportunity to come in front of you guys and to share a video and to create these contents to, with you guys, so that you guys can ascend and to have that spiritual maturity grow. Every content that I put in this channel, it's specifically because of my own experience as a divine feminine. I cannot make that any more specific. Not based on anybody, not based on any book, not based on who say, he say, she say. Another addition about me is that in every incarnation, I have lived different kinds of lives. In every life, I am living a different me. So basically, we are living every life intended for that. So why are you in a karmic cycle? Why are you living a life that you're not happy about? Why are you separated from your twin? Has anything to do with God punishing you? Or does it have anything to do with your fault in your past life that you brought in? Or your fault now of who you are? Because you don't have the strength or the will and the power to be who you are, to be true to who you are. So now there's a energy block that's happening between you and your twin. Again, there's many reasons, right? We could continue on this path of unlimited reasons. But the main point here, it's no one's fault why you are in separation from your twin. And you will find that out in every video that I upload. Because again, I am the type of spiritual being. I will explain to you the how. Let's pause for a second. I'll pause. I'm gonna have you guys pause because I just had to stick this in here. My twin was eating chips. She tried to really gently eat the chips. Take one. So, again, guys, I apologize. And my chair squeaky. You see that? I am a type of spiritual being who will be completely blunt and honest to you, to the point where, yes, it's gonna hurt. Not easy, but I'd rather tell you the truth. I'd rather break your heart with the truth. I'm not afraid to break anybody. I've done it many times. In every incarnation of maturity, whether I was in union with my twin or not, I had to learn. I had to learn a lot of things. And when our soul is taken to the next, constantly, it's your soul that's learned the lesson. My soul has learned. So that is why there's a lot of things that really irritate me and a lot of things that really gets me angry. And one of those great things, when it comes to spirituality, you must respect the process. Respect the process. Do not question the process, because it's not you. You're the one who's in it. You are meant to go through it. It's not necessarily saying that you are going through it. It's not pleasant to you. Therefore, the Almighty God is punishing you. No. You came here because you wanted to make a difference. You have chosen to come here. You have chosen and agreed with your twin to incarnate for as long as it takes until humanity has ascended. To what? To higher vibration of love. That's the truth. It's that simple. And that is why your main issue is what? Really? Your main issue is what? Love. Because you are a twin flame. You are that of what others wish they had a piece of. So in every life that you're having all these difficult moments and difficult time, misunderstandings, miscommunication, whether it's from a karmic, a soulmate, or a false twin, or what, you're constantly in battle with yourself. It's always inflicting you. That every time you answer to someone, or you talk to someone, or you exchange with someone, whether it's verbal or emotional or mental, it's conflicting. Because again, you are purposed to ascend. If you do not, and I repeat, as probably the last time I'm going to say this, if you do not learn your lesson, you will repeat the cycle over and over again. There are many people on YouTube who have all of these products, or I don't know, some kind of sales that they do where they even brought an app, that they made an app that if you want to make union quicker, this and that. Okay, the YouTube spiritual community can hate me if they like. I don't care. I'm going to say it right now. A lot of people are not going to like me for saying this, especially those who are spiritually gifted and those who use their spiritual gifts for money. With the spiritual gifts that you have, you should actually use it for the benefit of others, not so much for yourself. Other people may debate with me about, well, you're charging for tarot reading also, so what makes a difference? See, I want you guys to get to know me. So those of you who don't know me, this is me. I'm not afraid to question myself in front of you. I'm not afraid to question the hard questions that no one will dare even ask me. Okay? Because when you're an honest person, you're not afraid. Really, there's nothing to fear. So I'm very raw and I'm very authentic. And that's why I'm questioning myself in front of you. Let's just say somebody asked me, well, you're charging those for tarot reading. Tarot reading has energy. Energy. If the person who wants to get energy that is too high for them to receive and they don't have it, money is also energy. So in order to equal it, you need money exchange. not for material gain, but for energy. Why do you think those who have a lot of money, they're greedy? Not all of them have the heart to give. Some of them have so much pride, so much ego. Why? Because they love money. When you love money, you're loving an energy of that, and only that will get you stuck in the material world. That's why. So, when you're carrying that kind of energy and you're treasuring it more than anything, more than your heart, more than your family, what do you think? So, I am not doing a reading because I love money. I'm not doing a reading, or I'm not charging anybody for money because they want a reading for wealth, for any kind of intent of any kind of sort like that. It's clearly and only specifically because you do not have the energy. And to be quite honest to all of you, if you have the energy of what you want to receive and what you are asking for, then yes, I'll even give it to you for free. I need to understand, first and foremost, your situation, your story. I need to understand, where are you at? Okay? So when I do a reading, I'm not focused on your 3D self. Because your 3D is 3D. If we want improvement, if you want to improve, you do not focus on what is just that, right? You focus on where you're heading. So when I do a reading, I'm doing a reading for your higher self, not for your 3D, not for you now, but for your higher self. So that's why it's very important to have equal exchange when it comes to energy. But I am doing this because it is our mission to assist, our mission to help. When we were angels, honestly, I'll tell you the truth, we didn't care. We didn't care in the world. We didn't care what was going on. We didn't care what's happening because we're just there. But then they wanted to teach us something. And the only way to teach us was to bring us here. And trust me, it was many lifetimes of a lot of things that I would not wish for any of you. I would not. Every twin flame have experienced everything. The good, the worst, the bad, the unexpected, the unimaginable. This world has truly taken control of a lot of toxic things. And that is why we're here. So every experience, every incarnation, again, this is who we are. This is what we're meant to be. This is why we're here. Okay? So why am I doing this? Why am I offering clarity for free? Why am I giving you help for free? Like, seriously, if you have a spirit who's bothering you, or you have any kind of issue in regards to spirituality, whether it's toward yourself or towards somebody, or if you have a daughter, a son who's being traumatized because there's demons or there's entities bothering them, why am I giving help for free? Why? Because I don't need energy exchange for that. Simple. I don't need energy exchange to do what I need to do. To do what God has given me to do. And who am I to question? Who am I to complain? Why should I complain? As a matter of fact, I would actually love to help you. That's why I made this channel. Not only because they guided me, but I made it because it was true to my heart. So, again, I hope you guys understand who I am, who we are. I've been through spiritual attacks on this channel. I've had witches who want to kill me, who scratched me, who's even visited me all the way here in the Philippines while I'm on vacation with my twin. All of a sudden you'll be shocked, like, oh my god, they're here. That witch is here in my living room. Yeah. you guys didn't know? Who real witches can travel. Who witches can travel. Really. So if they want to come to you, they want to see you, they can do something to come and see you. And I've went through a lot in this channel. From the moment that I opened this channel, from the moment that I started it, I will tell you right now, behind closed doors, even though I'm doing all this for you guys, and I'm doing this also for me and my twin, and also for our Father in heaven who created, earth, everything. Yeah, I'm doing this for all those reasons. But behind closed doors, it's just me and my twin and our Father and our angels and our Lord Jesus Christ. That's it. They're the ones who's helping us. That's why I'm still here. I will repeat. No matter how many times any spiritual being tries to flick me or even try to harm me, even the worst try to kill me, or better yet, try to use my twin, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not going to succeed. I have matured. I am fully awake. I am doing this with a clean heart and a clean intent. Has nothing to do with material wealth, material gain. Has nothing to do with anything that this earth creates. It's spiritually. That's it. It's about spirituality. I have my standards when it comes to spirituality, and I'm saying that as an High Empress. I have values that I follow, and I am not the type of divine feminine who will break the rule of law when it comes to spirituality. I am not the type of divine feminine who will risk something so valuable for the sake of money. I am a type of spiritual being you cannot buy with money. And I don't care how popular you are, how wealthy you are, even if you're a celebrity. And many people here, they worship celebrities. I really don't care. I've lived many lifetimes. I don't care. You guys may not believe me saying it, but if you see me in person, you'll know I really don't care. And here's the thing. The only thing I care about is my twin, me, our life, and our Father who created us. That's it. And our angels. That's it. So that is our life. That's where our life is revolved around. I don't go in my work, my professional medical career. I don't go out there and telling them, oh, I'm this and that. No, that's not your purpose here. For those of you who are twin flames, your purpose here is not to brag that you are. Your purpose here is not to be outspoken to the point where you're meant to stand out. No, you're here to mend. You're here to mold with them secretly and change their lives without having to be praised. We live in a world where you have to constantly praise a person in order for them to continue doing a good job. I'm sorry to say, as an ascending master, we don't crave for praise. We don't crave for reward. We do it because it's in our heart, period. We do it because we're filled with love. So, why, again, am I doing this for free? It's love. There's no better reason. There's no other reason. I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're a little child. I don't care how old you are. I will help you. And it's free. I have helped many spirits in my lifetimes up till today. I am blessed, honored, and grateful. I have their loyalty because they know. Every spirit who helps us, my twin and I, they know that it's for a bigger reason. It's bigger than the world. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. So, every incarnation, we have carried with us many things. I've learned many things. You'd be shocked what I know over here. And you'll know, you'll get a glimpse of it if you watch my videos and you listen to my explanations. You're gonna be blown. Because these are things you can't find. You can't find in a book, you can't find anywhere, and I know it. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying it because it's the truth. To each and every one of you who are here with us, who watch my videos, because I do these videos for you, for your higher self, because I want you to be in union with your twin just as much as your higher self wants to. I came here with a clean intent, with a clean heart, to help and assist, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. At the same time, the reward for me is more spiritual growth and more spiritual awareness and more spiritual prosperity. And that's what I'm aiming for. Because I also want to make up to our Almighty Father for my sins that I have done in this process of constantly having to spiritually ascend and spiritually grow in every incarnation that I have made mistakes because of this human form. I am still paying for the mistakes I've done. This is why I am offering my help for free. If you were a person who almost died, and God gives you another chance to live, how would you and what would you have done differently? Right? I don't need to be put a gun in my head. I don't need God to put me in a situation where I'm nearly gonna die just for me to make that decision now. As an ascended master, as a true twin flame who's blessed enough, really grateful enough to be in union with my twin in this life, yes, I'm making the decision now. This is what I would do. I would do it until I grow old. See, it's 7:44. So I'm not going to make this any more longer. Those of you who are here, thank you for being here. If you've lasted this long watching this video, thank you so much. I'm here for you. Anything you want, don't be afraid to email me. Again, if you want to comment on this video, that feel free to do that. If you want more private, just email me. It will take time, but I do read emails and I do reply. I love you guys. God bless.